Randy Owen is in the studio with us, and if you don't know, Randy has gone off and done crazy stuff like starting his own, doing his own career, which we've said for a long time you should do. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard. This is the new one.
This is like I Never Broke Your Heart. Broke her heart.
Yeah.
This is the new one?
Yeah, it is.
We're going to play it right now. We want to hear
Great.
it.
Is the album One on One? Is that the name of the album?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, everybody. Randy Owen. I got to tell you, I like it. It's a different sound. It really is. I mean, I started the song and I was thinking, it's going to sound like Alabama, and it didn't, though.
But it kind of, because it's him.
I know, but I mean, the drums are very cool and hip. And,
and at the very end there, when you kind of do the,
We're the worst people to sing
like
in
that?
front of somebody who can really sing.
That impresses you, doesn't it?
I love it. As long as you're singing it, I love it.
Well, that is really good. Like I Never Broke Her Heart, Randy Owen. The album is One on One. We're going to take a break and come right back with the legendary and really cool Randy Owen.
All right, it's Big Day in the studio with us. And something I didn't know about you is we're getting ready for you to come in. Is I did not realize how involved you are in your farm and your ranch.
Well, that's what I am. You know, I'm one of the people that got real fortunate to be able to, be a farm boy and be able to do something else which I love to do, which is play music.
Yeah.
And,
what do you have on you? You have Hereford?
I have a ranch and I raise Hereford and Angus cattle, and it's my daughter. I'm very very excited to say just had national champion Hereford heifer.
Cool.
Nice.
And we were just talking about football off the air, but that is more competitive than winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
I mean, the competition at this point.
There's more players.
Yeah, and you're talking all over North America, and it is just, and the kids are so great at showing, and the cattle are so good, and the consumer in America it's hard to realize, but they're so lucky what the ranchers and farmers do for us as far as the food supply, and I'm proud to be one of them because we do breed and raise some of the most incredible livestock that there is in the world, and we sometimes get very little credit for it, but I'm very proud to be one of them, and that's what I am. I grew up, farming.
It's America.
Well, I got a complete appreciation for it when I lived overseas. I lived in Guam for a couple of years. And there's no farming out there. There's no cattle. There's no nothing. You can't get milk. You can't get meat unless it's imported. And you kind of realize, man, we take it for granted in America because we get it and we get it at great prices.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like back then. I mean, this is 20 years ago almost. And it was, $8-9 a gallon for a thing of milk. And it wasn't even good by the time it got to you.
Yeah.
So we're spoiled here in America.
We really are. And that's one of the things I hope that we find a way to start putting more emphasis on the farm families who want to stay on the farm. There's a lot of these kids that are such great kids and great families. They just can't afford to stay on the farm anymore because of the interest rates, and not necessarily the interest rates, but the fact that banks just don't want to loan a young guy or a young girl money to go into farming. And I don't know what could be the possibilities of us becoming dependent upon foreign food, but God forbid that time when we do that is, like we are with oil right now. And
exactly.
I hope that time never happens. Well, we need to find a way to encourage the young men and women in 4-H and FFA to
stick with it.
Stick with it and look at it as a badge of honor, not something that people.
It is a badge of honor.
It is to me. It's very much. And some of the greatest kids, I will tell you one little quick story. I saw this little boy and little girl that was the only, actually little boy and his brother was showing this heifer in her calf. And he told me he and his family were the only members of the FFA in his county. And he comes up and he shows in front of the judge and he finishes last. He walks over and shakes the hand of the judge. And his little brother shakes the hand of the judge. Now, that takes character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To shake the hand of a judge just puts you last in class. And I just thought, you know what? Someday he's probably going to be governor.
That's exactly right.
He's going to amount to something that's or something greater than just being governor, but something, because that's character.
That's exactly right.
And those are the kind of kids that really touch my heart because, I grew up that way. I grew up to respect the land and respect my neighbors and work along with them and respect the work that they did.
Well, we respect you, and thanks for coming in. The album is called One on One. Randy Owen, everybody! All right, it's when he's not making music, he's getting us steaks
And writing books.
and
And now a spokesman for
kids.
the
That's right.
FFA.
He does everything. He's a superhero. He's got a cape right now. He has a cape on right now. I'm not kidding you. All right, Big D and Bubba.